recording. Is it still recording? Yes, it is. Right. Okay. Welcome to Pass the Turn. This is another video just discussing a new commander that I thought wasn't very good at first glance. And this is a card called Rayami, First of the Fallen. Now I'm doing this video, I'm walking down the side of the road basically. I had to get a bus today into work because I had an interview before my actual job began, and there was no way I was going to be cycling into work with a job interview on the cards, because I don't want to be all sweaty and clammy when I arrive. So I got a bus into work today, and I just thought I would do just testing out a little audio recording / pictures displayed on the screen type video, rather than you seeing my face constantly, because I've had a few dislikes on previous videos. I think that's just due to my face in general just being fucking utterly disgusting. But here we go. This is a card called Rayami, First of the Fallen. So he's a Sultai commander. I love Sultai. I've got a Damia Sage of Stone deck, and it is awesome. So Sultai is an awesome colour combination. You've got the removal of black, you've got the ramp of green, and you've also got the control of blue, and a mixture of everything else in between those two fantastic colours. Three fantastic colours, should I say. So Rayami, First of the Fallen, is a Sultai commander. He costs green, black, blue, and 1. So relatively low CMC for a commander. And he's a 5/4 legendary creature vampire. So you could run vampire tribal if you wanted, but I don't think he's built for vampire tribal. I think he's built for. Let's get into it. Let's see. So he says he's a 5/4, so 5 attack and 4 defense, to quote Yu-Gi-Oh cards. If a non-token creature would die, exile that card with a blood counter on it instead. So that is ridiculous. When I first read this card, I completely and utterly disregarded that first ability. I thought on first glance that it was your creatures, or your creatures you control, basically, but it's not. It's if a non-token creature would die, exile that card with a blood counter on it instead. So this nerfs all of your opponent's creatures. If any of your opponent's creatures were to die, including your own, they're not dead. They don't go to the graveyard. They disappear. They just fuck off to the void, and they never return. So you're instantly graveyard hating every creature on the field. It's ridiculous. I didn't even read that first part last time. It's madness. Absolute madness. So you're nerfing everyone's recursion, so they're not going to be able to get back any creatures that die as a result of him being on the field. So it's awesome. At first glance, I was like, I don't even read that. I don't even read that first bit. And that is probably one of the most important aspects of the card itself. And also, I looked at this card with regards to its second ability. And its second ability is as long as an exiled creature card with a blood counter on it has flying, Rayami, First of the Fallen, has flying, and the same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Protection, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. So every creature keyword is on there. Rayami can have it. If a creature with one of those keywords has been exiled as a result of dying with a blood counter on it, Rayami gets that special ability. So at first glance I thought, well, why not just run a more effective Voltron deck? Why not just run a fucking Balian deck where he gets a shit ton of equipment equipped to him and he swings in for ridiculous damage? That's what I originally thought when I first read this card. Why not just use a Voltron strategy? However, one of my good friends in my meta and my EDH commander group, James, pointed out that very much like Mare Seal, the Pretender, where he exiles stuff with cage counters on it. This guy exiles stuff with blood counters on it. So that, as long as they remain exiled with blood counters on, whether this commander dies or not, he's going to keep coming back with more and more keywords. So this poses an issue when you're thinking of board wiping with this guy out. He's going to get a shit ton of blood counters and a shit ton of people's keywords, and that's just going to accentuate the situation. So I think it's at second glance, I think it's a lot better than what I originally thought it was. So it's a lot better than what I thought it was. But I just thought I would do a quick video on it, with little pictures thrown in there. Who knows, this video is probably going to be utter trash, but I'll post it in Reddit and see what other people are brewing with this sort of deck. I mean, it's going to be a weird one to brew, because your commander is all about creatures dying, but then your commander nicking the keywords of those creatures. So maybe it's just having a shitload of keyword creatures in your deck, and then not running any recursion, because your creatures will not be able to be recurred once they die. So it's difficult, and they have to die as well. They have to die, so they have to be out on the field, and then they have to be sent to the graveyard in order to be exiled with a blood counter on them. So it's initially, when I first looked at the card, I thought it would be jumping through a lot of hoops to get him to be ridiculous, and that's why I thought maybe he should just run a Voltron deck. However, after inspecting it further, in the sense that it is very like Mersil, and he will retain the abilities of everything that he comes back with from the command zone, that it might be worth a second look. So that's why I'm doing this video now, and I just thought I would just switch up the format, because again, some people are disliking my videos, so I just thought let's just try and do a different format, and maybe you know, if they're watching my videos, that's a good start, isn't it? You know, there's four dislikes on my last video for my video on Kirik, but I wasn't really going into much detail of what Kirik could be used for and how he could be utilised, so maybe that's why they've disliked the video. However, so those 4 people are still watching the video, so I appreciate your criticism, and hopefully this might be a better video for you to watch. Maybe you just don't like my face. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, I thought I'd do a quick video on Rayami, First of the Fallen, as he seemed like an interesting commander. Probably not something that I will play with, because I'm a shit deck builder. But I know people that will probably build or brew something with this guy that will end up being horrendous, just like Mersil is in James's deck. You haven't seen that yet on the channel. You will do soon at some point. It is absolutely horrific, and this imitates that in a sense, I think, with the blood counters and the cage counters, etc. So we'll see what happens, and thanks for watching and tuning in. But this is my reaction for Rayami, First of the Fallen. It's a great time to be an EDH player with all these cards being spoiled. It's like fucking Christmas every single day, with different spoilers coming out for Commander 2019, and that's all we play here pretty much on Pass the Turn MTG related wise. So yeah, keep in contact with us, like and subscribe. Check out Big Orbit Cards, our affiliate link. If you want to grab any cheap bulk singles, go onto there and use our affiliate link and help directly support us. I'm getting out of breath now because I've only walked for about 5 minutes, but yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video rather than the last one. Thank you very much. The 4 dislikes, you helped me switch up the format.